All right. Well, welcome to Tier One. So who made the call to bring you on to Dignitas? Who called you first?
It was Jonathan,
Mm-hmm.
general manager.
Yep.
He sent a DM to my director,
Mm-hmm.
and he reached out to me while I was in Korea.
Nice, nice,
A couple weeks ago.
nice. So when you got the call, how did it feel for you personally to know that you're not just going to be an LCS player, but Tier One player, but also playing for a team that's kind of looking for a spark a little bit in Dignitas?
It's kind of like I gotta take what I can get kind of
Mm-hmm.
situation. I looked into some of their interviews and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and was a bit hesitant,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, but I think it's a good opportunity and I'll be able to work with it.
For you mentioned a little hesitation. How have the players been kind of receiving you a little bit? Have they kind of eased your hesitations a little bit?
Um, Everyone like says it's not a good environment, whatever,
Mm.
and I think it's been completely the other way around. It's
Hmm.
been really good for me so far.
Is it just one of those things where it's just perception of the external factors, and when you're actually in the house with them and getting to know players and such like that, is it kind of different from what you were expecting? Like, what has been different, basically?
I think I just heard that they're hard to work with,
Mm.
and maybe after a loss or two,
I
it'll
mean,
just go downhill.
yeah.
No, but they're just all friendly and wanting to get better and work with me and just move forward.
For you and your expectations, I think the biggest difference that a lot of players talk about is the speed of the laning phase and everything else. For you, what is kind of the biggest thing that you're anticipating to be your initial challenges early?
Definitely, the pace of the game
Hmm.
changes a little bit. You have to be thinking about more factors earlier.
Hmm.
Like there's just so many things that can be going on. Whereas in tier two, it's kind of a lot slower. There's less ideas.
Hmm.
I think that's the biggest challenge.
So, what do you think your strength is that you're bringing to Dignitas that can kind of get them through, kind of have to break through and get a little more success this split?
I think I'm a versatile player. I can be played through, played away from anything that the team needs. I can be that person.
No, so you're flexible. So
Yeah.
it's kind of like a good top lane should be, right?
Yeah.
Not the prio sometimes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's your favorite champion? Let's let them know a little about you. What can fans kind of expect? What is your favorite champion that you can play here?
Camille is definitely my favorite champ, but I think unfortunately there's some prio elsewhere on that.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's another jungle position that has come to
Yeah.
in that. So, but I
Yeah.
mean, traditional top lane.
Traditional top laners.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the carry champs,
Okay.
Gnar, Jace, those
Okay.
types of things. Like the stable picks.
Stable
Like,
picks.
yeah.
But you got some cool pocket picks for us
Yeah.
then, right? In best of five that will come, right?
There's some stuff waiting
All
in
right.
the
So,
lurking.
all right. No, because everyone at MSI was excited about Volley Bear. I started playing Volley Bear because of MSI. Is Volley Bear one of those?
I've been known to pick some
All
Volibear
right,
in
all
the
right, all
past.
right. That's good. That's good. Now, for you, as a as you mentioned, like opportunities. Like, why is it so hard for opportunities to come up in the LCS? Is it the number of teams? Is it just there's just like it's like you're fighting with imports, or what is the reason why it's very difficult to get a spot in tier
There's
one?
a lot of factors. There's
Mm,
less teams now than there was
mm,
before.
yep.
There's not a streamlined direct process
Yeah.
from tier one to tier two
Mm-hmm.
like there used to be. The import slots, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
There's not many like North American top laners
Oh
in the
yeah,
league
yeah.
itself. So if you're even one of the best North American top laners, you
Mm-hmm.
might not even get a shot.
Mm-hmm. So for you to get the opportunity, like, do you kind of like what is your expectation? Like, knowing that these spots are so coveted, like, is it one of those things where, like, how do you? Well, I think a better way to phrase it is, how do you balance the pressure of having to perform versus also understanding that you have to grow at some point. You have to grow as well. Like, that you are going to make mistakes adjusting to tier one.
I think the only thing that I can do is just keep improving
Mm-hmm.
1% at a time. Just keep getting better every day and good things will come
Yeah.
if I don't downgrade.
Yeah. Well, I think the biggest thing is that it seems like what can be done. Like, I think this is kind of out of your pay scale naturally, like what can be done. But, for you, like, do you wish that the path to tier one was a little more clear for North American players? Because I think jungle are pretty solid. I think jungle is like an area we can probably say we're, but for positions like top and mid, it seems like the pool isn't as deep for those positions when it comes to tier one to tier two from tier 2 to tier 1? Like, what can be done to kind of foster better relationships to give you guys more opportunities?
I definitely think that like having a clear connection between tier 1, tier 2, having like orgs be more affiliated with tier 2 teams would help a lot because when you're in a tier 2 team, you don't really see any of the tier 1 side. You don't know anyone, you don't get to play with anyone, get like any practice really that's involved with them. So you're kind of just sitting here waiting to burst through the bubble
Mm.
and you'll improve once you get there.
So how hard is it to really burst through that bubble? Did you ever think that this day would come? Like, was it like waiting? What
Definitely,
was your mindset like as you waited for a call like this?
definitely a long time coming.
Mm.
I've been trying to get here, and I was kind of more expecting next year to go a lot better for me because I have been playing really well in tier 2, and I thought that this next tier 2 split would be like my
Mm.
time to shine, you know. But it came sooner than I thought, and
Mm. So now that you actually have the jersey on, how like has it hit you yet, or is it gonna hit you when you're on stage here in like in a few days?
probably gonna hit me when I'm on stage. It's
Mm.
been a little surreal. I haven't really hasn't really sunk in yet, I
Nice,
guess.
nice. For you, like knowing that FBI and Palafox are there to kind of help, kind of, ease you in, like how have they been for the experience wise, kind of sharing what they know, having played with guys like Dokla, who's, you know, he's like the mercenary top laner now. But just in general, like how have they been kind of like easing you into getting ready and what they expect from you to kind of help them kind of and find success with the team?
I've just kind of been like watching them and watching what they think about in reviews and kind of just adapting as best I can. And they
Mm-hmm.
haven't been too focused on me to
Mm-hmm.
kind of pick
Well, you're a
up.
top laner too.
Yeah, I'm just on an island, you know. But I've been adapting well, and I
Mm-hmm.
think it's really nice to play with some experienced people who are just playing the game they've played for so long.
Mm-hmm. For you, like, how long have you been playing like League, and what got you into this? Because it seems like a lot of questions are also surrounding how can we get new players into the scene? Younger players, like but what was it that drew you to League, and how can we get more? You know, Gen Beta, I think. Right? Is that what the next after Alpha is now? Like, is it
I guess,
Beta?
yeah,
So how do we get like my nephews of the world who
that's
are
a
like
good
11-year-olds like interested in
question.
the game?
I don't know. I was playing since I was 8 years old.
Yeah, so.
My brother got me into it. So that's a good question because I've this is basically my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and my brothers played it growing up for so
Mm-hmm.
long. I don't know.
So I'm as an aspiring top laner myself. I just started playing League 6 months ago. By the way, I've been watching a lot, and
Yeah.
over the course of the years, I've watched a ton of League. But as a aspiring top laner, what advice would you give for me, who is struggling not necessarily with CSing, not necessarily with trading, but more when it comes to knowing when to go all in? How do you measure that, and versus like when not to go all in versus when you should go all in?
It's a really tough
Yeah, no,
answer to
that's what
give
I'm
you
struggling.
because
That's actually where I'm struggling right
I
now,
think
honestly.
reps help a lot.
Oh
Just
yeah.
giving reps and reps and reps, and just don't be afraid to take the all in.
Hmm.
Like if you're just playing a game, take that all in.
Yeah.
And the next time you're in that all in, you'll know
Yeah, you'll know.
if it
You'll know.
works or not.
So it's really
Just
just you're gonna learn it. You're gonna
yeah,
learn the hard way.
just start taking more all ins. Don't be scared
So
to
so
give it a
ba- so
shot.
basically, what you're saying is go ahead and just let the ult rip with Wally
Yeah.
Bear.
Yes. Let it
Get
rip.
go big bear and go home, right?
Yeah. Let it rip.
And then another advice for like as I'm trying to figure out like how to play this lane better. What other champion should I look at? And, as I told you, I love bears. I think I played Annie also in mid lane from because of bear. But also, what other champions do you think I should kind of experiment with as I'm still learning? As I'm confident in my CSing, I'm confident in last hitting and all that stuff, and kind of understanding like when to push and when to freeze and all that fun stuff. But when do you think? What other champion should I kind of explore, knowing that I like bears?
Maybe give Nar a shot or
Oh no!
something. You know.
Well, I think
But
not.
I think giving all these champs, just look at all the champs,
Mm-hmm.
see what you might like. Just
Mm-hmm.
pick all of them,
Just pick all
and
of them.
then you find one that you like a lot, and just start playing that one. You don't
So
need to necessarily pick the meta at the start.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just pick what you like and keep playing it.
So I'm okay with Volley Bear right now.
Yeah, yeah. Keep playing Volibear.
Yeah, Volley Bear's been
Yeah.
fantastic. Just like, oh, I can just E here, just wave here, and get a little shield, and get a little fun stuff. Like, but what do you think? Like, as you count down the days to your first game. What's going through your mind right now? Last question.
I'm just preparing myself the best way I can every day. It's not really looming over me, to be honest. Right now I'm just focused on improving.
No nerves, no nerves.
Not yet.
Not yet. So when you're getting the call, like when you're like walking on the stage,
When I walk on the stage, I see Impact on the other side.
Is that who you're playing in game one?
Yeah.
When you see Impact, so like,
I
okay,
get a little bit of nerves.
a little bit of nerves, but I think this is another question. Actually, this is the last question. Like, how do you kind of balance out the idea that you're now playing against a guy who's played at Worlds and not trying to do too much? I think this is something we heard at MSI happen with Furia with Tattoo. He was playing against owner and kind of wanted to prove himself, and he did too much. Like, how do you kind of keep it stay within yourself, so to speak?
I think it just comes down to I'm playing League of Legends. Been playing this game my whole life. Just because I'm on stage doesn't make it any different. I'll just play my game.
Awesome. Well, good luck this week. Happy for you. You get to kind of make your debut on that tier 1 stage and start moving up the ladder, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And also for the fans, how do you say your name?
Denathor.
Denathor. All right. Well, thank you so much. Well, thanks, Denathor. And I will catch you this week.
Sounds good.